it's always okay when you're on your own, because at least when you talk to yourself, you get some sense. So anyway, while waiting for anybody to come on, I'll give you a quick look around of what I've been up to so far. It's very close to the end of the season now, well, the building season, as it gets colder and without falling over. So I'll give you a quick look around here. So from the last live, so we've got the kitchen done, and I've got this flooring laid out. It's only temporary, it's not fixed or anything. It's got all these walls are going to be cleaned up, all the bark removed and resprayed, blah blah blah. But it's just a working surface for me for now. So the clad wall is up, of the boiler room. That wall's up. That's only 100 by 50s. So that one's done. Then if you walk this way, hello whoever's online. If you look this way, I can't see anything in chat yet. If you look this way, we'll walk into what will be, this is going to be not a doorway, but, well, we think it's going to be a sliding door kind of thing, but we'll see what happens. There's motorbikes going to go past and it's very loud. Wait for 1 second. He's gone. Kids at night seem to go up down that road for some reason. Well, evening time. So this is now the living room. You get a picture, you get an idea of the proportion of the living room. That's the big window that's going to be. A lot of work to go in there yet. A lot of Aussie Spy. Hello, Jason. So that is the main window. That's also all the stud work's got to go in there. A lot of work to go in there yet. Probably a couple of days of work in there. So, and this way, we've got the centre wall for the living room and master bedroom is now up. That's completed. And what I've been working on today now, which is the actual doorway. So it doesn't matter. I'll sneak through the wall. So this is now the master bedroom. You see it's quite a good size there. That's the doorway into the corridor. And now I've got up that centre wall's up, so this is the walk-in wardrobe here. So you can see that's going to be 2 sliding doors, or a sliding door of some kind. Spot the first mistake is I didn't cut these boards to the right length, and these have all got to come up, but they can be reused on that there. So not exactly a waste, just a bit of wrong cutting. I realised when I got there, I thought, shit, I'm going the wrong size there. So, but anyway, I've got the divider wall up between the bathroom and the walk-in wardrobe. So that's that wall there. That's now up. And then today, I'll sneak through the wall again. Today I got in this bathroom wall and that wall. So you can imagine this is the bathroom now, and this is the doorway into the corridor. So that's up now. This is the corridor, so I'll come through here. So if you can imagine, there's a corridor coming from that door down to here. There's a corridor here, and there's going to be a doorway there, or an archway into the tambour, which is the entrance hallway. So you go through here. So you can imagine the bedroom. Coming out of the bedroom, you've got a hallway, and you've got tambour to that way, front living room to there, tambour to there. You come down here, you've got the toilet directly in front of you, which is that marked off space there, the bathroom there. This way, you've got the spare bedroom, but I can't remember by the plans if the door's going in here or in there. I think it's in there, but when I do the plans, there's another mistake here I've made. I'm going to confess up. This boards look very nice, but there's a wall to go in there. So I missed out 2 joists. So I'll knock these 2 studs out and put the 2 joists in there tomorrow. That's no big deal. But I think at the time I did it, I thought, oh, I've got to put another joist in, and I forgot all about it. But the 2 joists got to go in there anyway. So that's got to be done. And then basically, all that's left of the internal walls on this build now is this toilet wall and this bedroom wall, and the entranceway to the toilet, which is like a couple of bits of stud, and the entranceway to the tambour, which is a couple of bits of stud, and that's it. The internals are done. There ain't much left. See, the piles of timber is now virtually gone. That's the last of that stuff there. And the pile of part pieces, cut-offs, is there now. So that's growing considerably. So we've got a little bit for this season. I've got to finish off these internal walls. Once they're done, with whatever timber's left there, whatever timber's left goes onto the Verkhnya Biaska up there on top of the walls. But I don't think there's much. I don't think there'll be much. I might get 2 pieces out of it or something. And then the stud work all has to go in this season. So all these studs. But it actually doesn't take long to do the studs. It's like these studs here, like, you know, maybe 20 minutes, 20 minutes there, 20 minutes here. So for an hour I do the bathroom, you know. Yeah, a little bit of firking about around here, around where that is. Diagonal bracing is across there, but not much really. That's really it for this season. Almost, I'm almost completed this season. It's getting. I've got a coat on. It's actually getting cold now. It's kind of about +6 or 8 or something now. The sun's going down over there, as you can see. Always a beautiful sunset from here. And yeah, that's it so far. It's looking pretty good. I'm very, very happy with progress. I didn't think I would get this far done. I thought, actually, the Abiaska, the platform that house it's on, I thought that would take me a month. I thought that's going to take me a month to do that. It actually took me 4 days. But it's very simple. It was kind of, because I put the foundation in myself, the pile foundation in, I knew that everything was dead on. I didn't have to go around and recheck because I set the pile caps exactly. So it was a case of just really finding the diagonals and then just carrying on it. It didn't take me long at all. There's actually the videos that I've got of that drag out over several videos because I did it in kind of I videoed everything in real time and then sped it up. But in actual fact, the Abiaska only took me 4 days. And then obviously the floor took a lot longer. A lot of measuring and fighting about to do that. Hello, hi. I haven't got my glasses, hold on. Talibov, Samir. Hello, Samir Talibov. Stanbox, he is from England. Stanbox. Oh, have I missed something here? Oh, yeah, I'm from England originally. Originally from the UK, horrible place. Been living in Russia for the last 15 years, on and off, not full time. I was traveling and coming and going for a long time. There's a long, gradual easing in kind of thing. But overall, 15 years. Now got Russian citizen for the last few years. Citizenship for the last few years, and because of that we were able to get all this timber free from the government due to citizenship. So you can imagine this is all if you can imagine the cost of this so far has cost me 140,000 rubles for the foundation, which was basically the cost of the piles, the caps, the machine, and all that to bring it up. Basically, I paid for materials only. My boss gave me the machine to do it, you know. So it was just materials, and I put that in. So that 140,000 for that, and then the timber cost me. I think it worked out at 60 or 80,000 rubles after cut. It worked out at 3,700 rubles per cube to buy this to get this timber cut and then processed in a sawmill. So very, very cheap. Thank you to the Russian government. Can't thank them enough. This is my second house, by the way. First house I paid for everything, but it was a lot cheaper back then. 15 years ago it was about 5,000 rubles a cube, and with it, this is actually worked out cheaper. This is with cutting that works out 3,700 rubles per cubic meter. So it's worked out very cheap. Nail count so far, it's just over 10,000 nails I've used so far with a nail gun. So yeah, phenomenal amount of nails. I guess when I built fast, we didn't realise how many nails we'd used, because you sort of buy them and buy them and buy them. You don't really count how many you're using. Because I'm buying these by the box, I know exactly how many I'm using. Using the nail gun, which is, if you watch the video, it's these things, the old quick fire nails from a nail that the old what do you call it, a compressed air gun. But yeah, that's it so far. That is it so far. Timber's almost done. Hello, dog, come say hello. Hello, you. What do you want? Huh? What do you want? Come say hello. His name's Jackie, by the way. He's what they call Volkersob. So he's like, how many percent of wolf and the rest of percent German Shepherd dog. Not my dog originally. We got him from a neighbour. It's a long story. But yeah, that's it so far. Not much else I can show you really. Across the way, they are just show you something. Across the way, they are doing that house over there with siding. There's only these 2 houses here. This is not to live in. This is only going to be lived in summertime. They're not going to live in winter. And that is, they're putting siding on just to cover it up basically. It's a cold roof. They've got the ceiling is insulated, but the roof is not. So it's a cold. So they're not putting membrane up at the top there, which I think is foolishness. But anyway, they're their problem, innit? My fires. We've had this fire going for days and days and days and days. It just will not stop. But what I've been doing is just chucking some on in the evening time, and this time it produces this smoke and drives all the mosquitoes and midges away. Which is when is the housewarming party? Well, housewarming party. Well, I need to get a roof on first, don't I? And that's next year. So hopefully, I'm hoping that this will be done next year. I'm hoping so. I think that the amount of progress made this year has just been phenomenal. I'm really, really impressed. I didn't think I would. I was having my doubts. I thought, am I going to be able to? Original plan was to get actually a company in to go and put this together for me. And we thought, with finances and whatever, I thought we can do this ourselves and save a lot of money. So yeah, I've done it. But there is some mistakes. There, as always, there's always some mistakes. I'll show you some mistakes. I'll own up. Some of the mistakes I've done. That piece of timber in there was bent at the end, and I had to take it out and replace it. What else of a mistake have I made? That doorway there is too low. There's one piece of timber in too many, so that's got to come out. 2 joists I forgot to put in there, and that has not been cut correctly. So minor stuff, but yeah, few mistakes. But it's not bad considering I'm working on my own. I've nobody to sort of say, "Oi, you're doing that wrong." You know what I mean? Like when I'm working with piles, when I'm putting pile foundations in, I've got my mate with me, and he'll say, "Oi, that's not right," or I'll say to him, "That's not right." When you're working on your own, you make a mistake, and then it dawns on you later on. You know what I mean? So, roof on to be a warm, but well, yeah, we've got some windows as well. Need some windows. So a roof and some windows. Maybe some walls on the outside. What else have I been doing? I'll take you a quick tour of my progress on clearing the forest behind me. And our hunt for bunkers. No more bunkers have turned up as yet. I'm still working that way, but I've cleared the forest down to here. That's my temporary toilet, by the way, bio toilet. I've cleared the forest all along here and down to here. This is not my land, by the way, but we have the rights to clear it because it is a freaking fire hazard. Basically, all this is dead. A lot of it is, we're leaving big trees up, obviously, but all the dead stuff like this stuff here, in the sunshine, this is it's like a tinderbox. It is absolutely bone dry. One cigarette discarded or one match, and this lot would be up, and it would not stop bloody burning. And they'd take the house with it. So consequently, we've cleared this out. not going to take that risk. Neighbour said the other side caught fire a few years back and took his back fence down, so I don't want to do that. He's got a brick house, we're a wooden house, so sod that. You can't have it. Yeah, that's the next. That's all cleared. The next stage is this bit here. I'm trying to doing a bit every day, so that's hopefully tomorrow. Do a little bit of that, and that'll be that. Want that cleared this season, and then that side next season probably. We're going to clear back to. That's actually a road there, supposed to be. That, can you imagine? Yeah, there's a typical Russian road. There it is. There it is. Can you see it? Can you see all the nice street lights and that on the road? It's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah. There's much chance of that road getting built as I've got flying. Well, that's supposed to be a road there. Going down there somewhere. Yeah, it's fantasy, isn't it? But yeah, the plan is to get this cleared out back to probably the Silver Birch way back there. Get that cleared that back. So that's the plan there. But yeah, that's it. That's it so far. Not much else I can show you. It is what it is. It's growing. The house is growing. There's a lot of work to go in yet. I think I estimated yesterday. I think we need 6 more coops of timber of 200 by 50s for the roof beams, and there's like some support work up there. There's like a little wall to go up. Get a bit closer. There's a little wall to go up on top of that wall there. There's a little wall to go between the top of that there and along there. A back wall in there with the same height as that there, and then along this wall there, because that bit there is kind of separate roof. That's, if you can imagine, that's that there is an open roof. Where that top of that apex of that is, there's another wall at the back there going to go up, and a big beam, and that's going to be completely open. The roof will be open. These will all have ceilings in, but this won't. That's a separate bit, if you can imagine. So there's a bit of framework to go up there, down the side here, and up the back there to go on. And then, of course, there's a bit of framework around here where the roof's going to come down. So yeah, quite a bit of work up there to do. But it's small stuff. It's not big wall. It's only, it's half a metre high. It's nothing. I think in the centre it's something like 800 millimetres high, or 8 centimetres. Hi from Russia, Stav126. Hello, I'm from Russia. If you're watching Russia as well, this place is called Staraya Russa, which is Novgorod Oblast, Staroruske district. And that's what I am building. Hope you enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it. I love this place. You may have noticed there's no donation buttons on my channel. There's nothing like that on there. I am not crying. I'll tell you a funny story actually. I was watching a live stream by some very, very famous YouTubers a few days ago. And they realised it was actually public and not a private video. So basically it was like pay-per-view video. And they'd put it public. And I swear to God, the pair of them almost were crying when they realised, when somebody told them it's public. I was like, oh my good God, you scavengers. Like, they've got a whole list of, you can donate via Sparebank, PayPal, this, that. And I was like, what the hell? You know what I mean? I'm not against people making money on YouTube, but blimey, there's a limit, isn't there? But anyway, so that's it so far. It's doing well. I'm very happy. And hopefully, I'm hoping that these 2 walls, that wall and that wall, toilet wall and that wall, hoping there's enough timber there. I think there is. Hoping these will be up tomorrow or the next day. And then it's on with the internal. So I've got some window work to do. Window work there, so you can't even see where the window is. There's one there. There's one there. There's one at the back there. There's one there. There's a doorway here. There's a window in the back there. There's a big window here. There's a window here, a doorway here. So it's quite a lot of sort of small stud work to go in. But I'm hoping I'll have that done in like about 2 or 3 days. So I'm thinking that we will be finished within 2 weeks. We'll be done. I'm going back to St. Petersburg. That's kind of the way I'm thinking now. Season is almost finished. I'm going to move some of this, like all these are reki, or what do you call them, spaces in English, I suppose. The 50 by 50s and 25 by 50s. These will all be coming in here and getting laid out to keep them off the ground in the winter time, and that stuff as well. And there's quite a bit of moving to do to get it in here, get it out the cold, out off the sort of wet ground. But yeah, I think about 2 weeks and we'll be heading back to St. Petersburg, and that'll be the end of it. So anyway, not much more I can tell you. I'm sort of waffling now, and I'm getting cold as well. So I've got to go to the shops, whatever. So I will end this live stream. I hope you enjoyed the progress. If you're thinking about buying a house in Russia, or if you're thinking of having a house built or building it yourself, come and talk to us on our Telegram channel, which is Russia Expat Info. You'll find that there. You find all kinds of nice people there. You can chat to us on there if you want any advice. I'm not the world's expert, but I have some experience, as you can see, especially with foundation work, pile foundations. Don't ask me about pads here, I have no idea. But for pile foundations, yeah, and this kind of stuff, yeah, we can advise on that. But so if you want to say hello, come to the Russia Expat Info Telegram channel, say hello there. And if you don't, well, enjoy the videos so far. And so that's me out, and I'll see you again hopefully in a few days when this is a little bit more progress, and should be finishing with the walls and the stud works for the last bit of the season. See you later.